One of my first videos on this channel was trying to start a t-shirt company utilizing print on demand. I put a lot of time into creating the designs, building the website, and putting together ads, but by the time the experiment was finished, it wasn't close to being profitable. I got some great feedback from all of you, ranging from the way the website looked, to the designs, to the pricing. This time around, I'm gonna try to do things a little differently. I'm gonna create a more simple and clean website, change my print on demand provider to try and get my prices down, and hire graphic designers on Fiverr to help me create the shirt designs. I'm hoping that with these changes, my shop can see some success. You may have noticed that I've been spending a lot of time watching the stock market lately and keeping an eye on what traders on Reddit have been up to. Since Wall Street Bets really took off with the whole GameStop short squeeze, I decided that this shop is going to cater to that community. The reasons for this are, 1, I've spent a lot of time in the community, so I'm familiar with the phrases, the sense of humor, etc. 2, I think it should be fairly easy to target the right people with advertising. And 3, I couldn't really think of another niche I wanted to do, so I went with this one. Now here are the potential downsides that I see. 1, I don't think this community really appreciates being sold to. 2, I feel like I may be a little late. I've already seen some other stonk-related merch shops pop up in ads and over on Redbubble. And 3, again, with an experiment like this, there are a lot of variables, so sometimes it can be hard to pinpoint exactly what you're doing wrong, especially when you're pretty inexperienced like I am. With all that being said though, I went ahead and got the domain thetendytown.com. A lot of better names I thought of had already been taken in the last few months, but I really wanted a .com address, so that was the best I could come up with. I think it's brandable, and if you know what a tendy is, I think you can get an idea of what to expect with this site. I also came up with a few concepts and started looking through graphic designers on Fiverr. I was able to get a few different artists started on my concepts, but I think it will take them a couple of weeks to get them finished and sent back to me, so I will be working on building out my website and maybe even working on a few simpler designs that I can handle. Let's get started. Okay, so it's been quite a while since I started this project, as evidenced by my mustache, so it's time for another update. It took about 2 weeks for both Fiverr sellers I ordered from to deliver the graphics, but before we take a look at what they sent, let's look at the concepts. The first one is pretty simple and a classic depiction of Wall Street Bets lingo, and I know it's been done before. I found this sticker design from Redbubble, but I wanted him to be wearing a suit and also have diamond hands. The second concept is riffing off the fact that many Reddit GameStop stockholders refer to each other as apes, so I thought it'd be fun to take an image of Donkey Kong and turn it into Stonky Kong with the Wall Street Bets boy's face. I found a Donkey Kong inspired font and sent the creator of it $10 so I could use it for commercial purposes. So let's see what I got from Fiverr. I actually really love this one. It's exactly what I wanted, and he did a great job making it happen. This design cost about $79 and well worth it. He also included this version of the graphic, which works well as a website banner. This other one turned out pretty nicely too. I'm not sure I like the design as a whole that much, but that's 100% my fault since the seller executed my idea perfectly. And if you're a Donkey Kong fan and a GameStop fan, this design might speak to you. This one cost $147, so a bit pricier than the other one. And then here are the other designs that I made. The first one is quite simple. I recreated the GameStop logo. I changed stop to stonk and created an upward arrow with the K. Then I created a buy the dip shirt and put the F-bomb in black, so that part will be black on black. Then a simple I like the stock shirt. That one was my wife's idea. And one more that says HODL and has a bandana hanging off the L as an ode to Roaring Kitty's notorious red bandana. So those are my designs. Next, I created products with the designs on Printify, which is the print on demand platform I'm using for this project. So last time I tried print on demand, I used Printful as my provider, and it was kind of expensive. This time though, I'm trying out Printify. So for the products, I really want to keep it simple. Last time I tried making pants and socks and all this other stuff, and I think it just had too many products for just starting out. So for this shop, let's just start with t-shirts. One thing I already like better than Printful is that you have a list of providers for each article of clothing, and you can see how much each one charges for the product, their shipping and how much that costs, and their production time. So you can kind of figure out which provider will work best for what you want and then just start designing from there. The only non-shirt product I added is a simple coffee mug. It's relatively low cost and could be a nice add-on to an order or just appeals to someone who likes the designs but doesn't want another t-shirt. This design is my favorite and I think it works best in a mug format, so I went with that. The other thing I did is I ordered a sample of this shirt. I like to see, 1, how long it took from the time I ordered to delivery, and 2, the quality of the shirt and the print. Next, I used Placeit again to create some mock-up images that I could use for advertising. Alright, let's take a look at my site. I kept it clean and simple and tried to create fun descriptions for each design. I'm offering free shipping to the US and then $10 flat international, which is the rate I got from Monster Digital, who is the actual shop fulfilling my orders here in the US. Now I'm keeping t-shirts priced at $20 and the mug at $12, which should still give me enough profit margin depending on how the ads convert. So next up, I made some ads. So the obvious route to go with ads is through Reddit. You can target specific communities with your ads, which is perfect for this print-on-demand store because Reddit is exactly where my target demographic is spending time. I've never advertised on Reddit, but the setup was pretty similar to all the other platforms like Facebook, just a little more simplified. Now for ads on social media, I think meme ads can work better than traditional ads since it will look more like normal content users are used to seeing on Reddit. So I created some ads with the Reddit GameStop shareholder in mind. I mean, it's kind of dumb, but it just might be dumb enough to work. Here are a few other ones I made. So let's move on to targeting the ads. The one thing I was shocked to find out was they don't allow you to target the Wall Street Bets community with ads, and I have no idea why. It seems like even before the sub blew up, it wasn't allowed to be targeted for ads, and now with over 10 million members, it's still not, which is a huge disappointment because this is exactly where I wanted to advertise. The other subreddit I wanted to go after was GME, which is devoted to GameStop. Luckily, there's over 250,000 members here, which makes it a great option. I also chose AMC's subreddit since there's some likely crossover there, and I was going to also do the personal finance subreddit, but I decided not to run ads on that one. Unfortunately, my ads just weren't getting approved. After emailing support, they said if I remove the Wall Street Bets boy from my website, I should be fine, which kind of sucks. Both of my Fiverr designs feature that character, and that means I'm just limited to the designs that I made. And as far as I know, Reddit and Wall Street Bets actually don't own the rights to that character anyways. So while contemplating what to do next, I ran ads on Facebook and Instagram, and those got approved with no problem. I targeted people 18 through 45 years old living in Canada, Germany, and the United States with interests in GameStop, Reddit, or stocks. I spent $127 and got 545 link clicks with a total of $0 in sales. After that ran, I did decide to take down all the designs and graphics with the Wall Street Bets boy in them so that Reddit would approve the ads. I think this definitely has a pretty negative impact on how the store looks overall and how people perceive the designs. I think designs with custom graphics as opposed to text-based designs just show a little bit more thought and effort. So the ads were finally approved, and I did get one sale for an I Like the Stock shirt design. Shout out to my wife. My wife! I don't think I had PayPal set up correctly when this order came in though, so it's still pending and I still have to figure out how to fix that. I honestly had a lot of issues with Reddit ads. My ads would get approved and then a day or two later, they would be marked as not approved, and I went back and forth with customer support for quite a while. I also tried adding in the Wall Street Bets designs after the ads were approved, but they caught on to that and then stopped running my ads again. And I tried again with just my own designs and found another spin-off subreddit for GameStop stockholders called Super Stonk that I also added it into the rotation to advertise to. Now let's see what one of these shirts actually looks like in person. I ordered my sample on the evening of March 27th, and then 6 days later it arrived, which I was quite impressed with. So let's see how it looks. Oh, and one detail I like is they put my store name as the sender on the package, which is just a really nice detail for print on demand. Cool. All right, so this is a Gildan soft style tee. Print looks nice, shirt feels good. Let's try it on. Whew. All right, not bad. I think it looks pretty good. So at this point, I've spent $127 on Facebook ads and $578 on Reddit ads. So let's check the sales. Unfortunately, I made only 3 sales. One I Like the Stock shirt, one GameStonk shirt, and one HODL shirt for a total of $70. To fulfill the orders, I spent $40.13, so the gross profit there is $29.87. So now let's add up the rest of the expenses to find out how much I actually lost during this experiment. So since this has been going on since March, I passed my free trial on Shopify and have been billed twice at $29 per month for a total of $58. I spent $78.75 on this Rocket Man design, $147 for the Donkey Kong design, and $10 for the font for a total of $235.75. Adding everything up, I spent almost $1,000 on this project to make $29.87. So again, another spectacular failure. But this time around, I liked that I kept things pretty simple for the most part. My store and store design was all very simple. I kept the designs and products to a minimum, and the prices were also pretty reasonable. As for using Printify, I think this platform was a lot better than Printful. For one, you can actually choose who is printing and fulfilling the orders and where they're located. This made it easy for me to know what my hard costs were, and I also felt comfortable setting up international shipping because I had that flat rate from my supplier of $10. Now, for what I could do better next time, for one, staying away from anything that the ad approval people may deem as copyright or trademark infringement would help. Of course, with projects like this, you have several variables, and you really have to nail each one to be successful. First, my niche, the GameStop stock community, I think I ran into two main issues with this. For one, a lot of the hype and excitement overall has kind of died down. I was a little late with this, so January or February would have been better. Second of all, I don't really think they are very receptive to this kind of marketing. I think they're skeptical of something like this, which I totally understand. As far as the designs, I think I was pretty hindered when I couldn't keep the Wall Street Bets themed designs in the shop. And I know I'm not a graphic designer, so I think there was room for improvement there. The website is fine, nothing special. Hopefully it didn't deter anyone from placing an order, but with a 0.22% conversion rate, it's gotta be either the website or the designs themselves or the prices, because that's pretty abysmal. The ads, I mean, I'm not an ads expert by any stretch of the imagination. I think I would benefit by hiring someone to help me in this department next time, since it's not really an area I enjoy or have deep insights in. So while this wasn't successful, I did genuinely try my best. I'm sure someone more skilled in graphic design and advertising could have success with something like this, but for me, I'm on to the next project. Thanks so much for watching. If you would do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button on this video, that would really help out this channel. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.